Hello everyone. Today we learn about transistor characteristic of common emitter configuration. Without wasting any time, let's begin.
Common emitter configuration of the BJT. So this common emitter configuration and its effect the for most of the time when the BJT is used as an amplifier. In this configuration the emitter terminal is common between the input and the output side. That means in this configuration the input is applied between the base and the emitter terminal, and the output is measured between the collector and the emitter terminal. And here, to use the BJT as an amplifier, the base emitter junction is forward biased while the collector base junction is reverse biased, and systematically it can be represented like this. And here if we see the direction of the current, then it will look like this. So here the base current IB is the input current while this collector current IC is the output current. Similarly, this voltage VBE is the input side while this voltage VCE is the voltage on the output side. Now considering this DC biasing voltage are already applied, if we apply the sine wave between this base and the emitter terminal, then we will get the collector and emitter terminal. Now if in this configuration, to understand the behavior of the device, we need to understand two type of characteristic. One is the input characteristic and second is the output characteristic. So this input characteristic define the relationship between this base current IB and voltage VBE. Similarly, this output characteristic define the relationship between collector current IC and the voltage VCE. So first of all, let's see the input characteristic. So in input characteristic, different IB versus VBE reverse are shown for the different values of VCE. Now if you look at this curve, then they are similar to the forward bias of the PN junction diode, because if you look over here, the base emitter junction on the input side, and one more thing, if you observe here, as the value of VCE increase in the base current, IB reduces. So let's understand the reason behind it. Now here the voltage VCE can be given as voltage VCB plus voltage VBE. This means the voltage between this collector to base terminal and the voltage between the base and the emitter terminal. And now the fixed value of VBE, if we increase this value of VCE, then this voltage VCB will also increase. And as the value of VCB increase, the reverse bias which is applied between the collector and base terminal will also increase. So let's say for some voltage VCB, the depletion region is created at the collector to base junction. And now as we increase the value of VCB, then this depletion region will get wider. So due to that, the effective base width will reduce, and due to that, the probability of recombination in this base region will reduce, and due to that, most of the electrons will get collected at the collector terminal. So due to that, this base current IB will reduce. So we can say that the value of VC increase the bias current IB will reduce, and due to that we are regarding the output character. So similar, now let's output characteristic. In the output characteristics show the relationship between voltage VCE and IC versus VCE. Curves are shown for the different values of the base current. Now this current can be divided into three regions. One is active region, second saturation region, and third is cutoff region. So one by one, let's talk about each region. Now in case of the active region, as the base current IB increases, the collector current IC also increases. But here, unlike the common base configuration, as the value of VCE increases, this collector current IC also increases. That means here these collector curves are not totally horizontal, and the reason is that the value of VCE increase, then the collector to base voltage VCB also increases, because as I said earlier, this VCE can be given as the voltage VCB plus voltage VBE. That means the value of VCB increases, also increase that, and due to effective base width will reduce, and use the effective base width reduces, then the probability of recombination in this region will also reduces, and due to that more and more electrons are able to across, due to the across VC increase, this collector current IC also increases. Now whenever the BJT is used as an amplifier, then it is used the active region, and in this region this base current IB gets amplified by the factor of beta. That means is IB's current, then the output current IC can be given as beta times IB. So this beta is known as the current gain of common emitter configuration. Now if we talk about the AC gain, this BAC can give delta IC divided by delta IB. That means the change in the collector current to the change in the base current. Now usually the value of beta AC and beta DC are not same, but as they are very close to each other, often they are used to interchangeability. Then if talk about the next region of operation, then it can saturation region. Now as value of VCE reduces and it gets close to the zero, at that time this collector to be base junction, because forward bias. So whenever this collector to base junction and the base to emitter junctions are forward bias, in this condition the BJT operates in this saturation region. Then if we talk about the third region of operation, then it's cutoff region. So the transistor operates in the region whenever the base current IB is 0. Now in this cutoff region, if you notice over here, unlike the common base configuration, here the collector current is non-zero, or we can see that the cutoff region, the value of collector current is relatively large. So in case of common base configuration, we had seen that whenever the input emitter current is 0, at that time the collector current which exit is due to reverse saturation current, and we had seen that it can be given or we can say that it leakage current. But in this case, that means in this common emitter configuration, whenever this current is 0, at that time the value of this leakage current is more. So let's understand it. Now in this case of common base configuration, we had seen that the collector current IC can be given AIE plus ICBO, where ICBO is the reverse saturation current. Now if also know that the emitter current can be given as IC plus IB, IE can be as given IC plus IB. That means we can say that this collector current IC is equal to A multiplied by IC, A into IC plus IB. IC, IB, and if rearrange the equation, then we can write 1 minus A into IC is equals to A into IB plus ICBO. ICBO. That means IC is equals to A upon 1 minus alpha, A upon minus 1 upon alpha into IB plus 1 minus 1 upon 1 minus alpha into ICBO. Now if we know that the alpha minus 2 beta, and we can so we can see that this collector current IC is equals to B into IB plus 1 upon 1 minus alpha into ICBO. Now whenever this base current IB is 0, at that time this collector current IC can be given as 1 upon 1 minus alpha. Now typically the value of alpha is very close to unity, and typically it varies from 0 to 0.95 to 0.99. That means the value of 1 minus alpha will be very small. or in other word we can say that the value of 1 upon 1 minus alpha will be large, and be precise, it will be equal to beta plus 1 into ICBO. The beta can be given as alpha upon 1 minus alpha, so beta plus 1 can be given as 1 upon 1 minus alpha. So this will be the value of leakage current whenever the base current IB is equal. IB is equal to 0, and it is defined as current ICEO. That means it is leakage current which the following through the collector to emitter terminal whenever the base terminal is open. So this value of ICEO can be given as beta plus 1 into ICEO. That means here we can see that the common emitter configuration, this leakage current gets amplified by the factor. So let's say the one transistor is beta is equal to 99, the value of ICBO is equal to 1 microampere. In that case this current ICEO will be equal to 100 microampere, and that is why is cutoff region there is large leakage current. Now as I said earlier, during the active region of operation this input current gets amplified by the factor of beta, and this beta is known as current gain of this configuration. And whenever we connect to load between this collector to emitter terminal, then we can also obtain the voltage gain. So this common emitter configuration provides the moderate current gain as well as the moderate voltage gain, but it provides a very high power gain, and it in fact that is why this configuration is frequency used for the signal amplification. Now if we talk about the input and output impedance, and these are moderate range. Now configuration typically this output impedance in range of 50 up to 100 kilo ohm. Now although it's high, but it's lower compared to the common base configuration, because if you see over here in the output characteristic, these collector curves are not perfectly horizontal. Similarly, if we say the input impedance, then typically it is in the range of kilo ohms, and that can be found by finding the slope of this input characteristic. So here this input impedance or the input resistance can be given as delta VBE divided by delta IB. So these are the basic properties of the common emitter configuration, and we will see the detail about these properties during the AC analysis of BJT. And in fact at that time we will also find the exact value of the input and output impedance, but for a while just keep in mind these properties. So I hope in this video you understand the basic of the common emitter configuration.